welcome back to Nimby Rails, to the second video of season 2. And in the last video we have finished Nürnberg main station. We also have finished, what a perfect timing, line number 43 and set it up with buses. It is one of two bus lines that actually go to the main station of Nürnberg, at least during daytime. That's where we will continue today. And also what is new in Nimby Rails in general, between video number 1 and 2, the game versions have changed from 1.17 to 1.18. We're now in the time age of Nimby script and more modding possibilities. I don't expect too big of an impact on this save for now. I'm generally not a big fan of this update, but I'm curious to see where this will go. And 1.19 will be another opportunity for more gameplay focused updates, but we will find that out together when the dev puts all the options on the table and tells us where we will head for 1.19. What will be today's focus? Well, it will be the continuation of the bus services to the main station of Nürnberg, and for that I have decided to put out line number 44 on today's to-do list. As you can see it here on the map that I am showing you, is there are two bus lines that are going to the main station. It's 43 and 44. As I said, at least during daytime it's two lines. That's because at night there's a lot of buses, but not yet. So let's get into the new routing for line 44, and because I want to put in a bit of effort for the night lines from the early beginning, we also will focus on line night 3 and 3, November 3, I don't know how you want to call it. First night line for the network, and that also means that we need new tags. So let me zoom out from the bus as we just came out of the tunnel under the future train tracks. Yeah, building this train station will be a lot of effort. It's one of the biggest stations of Germany, and also I think it's one of the biggest through-going stations with the most platforms in Germany or Europe. It's an interesting station. It's interesting that it doesn't get that much recognition for it, because it's just Nürnberg. Most people know Munich, Berlin, but Nürnberg is like somewhere in between. So, first things first, I have 3 lines in the line setup. We have line 43. I have already set up line 44, but there I need to continue work. And then I also have already put in night line 3, and here you can already see it. Okay, you can't see it right now. Let me remove the station names. Here you can see it. It's basically line number 43, the night line 3. What you can see down here, it puts in the circle. So from here, from the station, it turns down. Maybe I should also put in a bus, then we don't have these long weird lines. There I also have it, okay. And then you can see it goes down here, goes parallel to, there of course I need the station names again, Dutzenteich, Dutzend or Dutzend. I have no clue. I have to check that out, what that name actually means, because there are 2 opportunities to pronounce it. And then we also have the Hans-Kalb-Straße close to another S-Bahn type train station, so it will be interesting for later down the line when we actually have S-Bahn type trains that are running, because then this line routing makes a lot of sense. But I have built the roads, so we already know where to go. Now I have a little bit of things that I want to work on. Let's start with this, line number 44. Okay, I also want to do the text, but let me do line number 44 first. I have stopped at line number 16 because I had to check out the map where this line actually ends. I was seeing like, I don't know, 3 different stations. Now here, when you can see it, when I press Alt on the keyboard, the line stops are shown again, because I need that, because this stop will be stopped at twice. Then also give it a beautiful platform name, so it's not some weird thing. And then in between these 2 stations, the line actually continues to Nürnberg Klinikum Süd. Also there I need 2 stops. And then in front of each of them I need to put in a waypoint. Let me do it like that. then we can go back into the basic mode and do this. And I haven't yet set up tracks, so let me do that like this. Then I want to move this one also over there. 2.2k for the construction. Then I put this one up and down again. Then you can also see we are doing the curve. Then what I also have forgotten, basically everything down here. Also we do this, I pull it over like that once again, 1.7k in this case. Again, up and down to refresh line timing. And now you can see how we move in there and then move out again. So we now have, let me check it out. Now we have 18, then 19, and then 26, 27. So here it would be 21, 22, and then here 23. The waypoint is 24, and then there you can see 25. So works. And then I can go with 22. We follow this road. And then again, 23, again, follow the road. And then over here, we are at Nürnberg Langwassermitte. And it's a very important waypoint. And now the only question I have is, what is the game trying to pathfind? This is new. Create new signals. That we get a lot of signals chosen or offered to work with. I haven't yet checked out any new signal colors, designs. So yeah, what are you doing? What did I create here? Let's put in way more one-way signals here, so there are no roads that can be driven on the wrong side. Yeah, okay, the game's doing game things. Yeah, that's a little bit annoying. So this one, it looks how it is supposed to look. This one looks how it is supposed to look. This one looks how it's supposed to look. This one doesn't. So let's go to 24. And then I want to put in an advanced stop here. Does that change anything? It doesn't. And I know why it doesn't. Let me just check out the signals here. It's only that one. And here. Yes, I have an idea, and that's putting in switches like that, so that they actually can reach the place where I want them to go. Refresh it, and now it works. So go back to the line, loop it on the map so I can see it. It follows the road perfectly, goes in here for the stop, goes over here. I have one-way signals in here. I mean, it gets a bit annoying that's on the outside road, but that's, I don't really care about that right now. And there we have one-way signals that should work perfectly fine. I will just for the reason that we have them, put in one-way signals here. And then, because it annoys me that it takes the shortest route, that's normal behavior. 31, then I put in an advanced stop node out here. Now let's see if that breaks up anything. It doesn't, it works well. And over there it's on the outermost path road. Yeah, so a lot of talking for setting up the two lines. I mean, one were mostly already set up. Now let's talk about text. We need a new tag, and that will be our lines. I will do it in German. German, it's Linien, and then I will put in a new tag underneath it, and that. Now I have another idea. Let's do it like that. Start with Germany. Then we are in Bavaria, so I will put in Bayern. Then I will put in the city of Nürnberg, which we are currently in. Will be region of Nürnberg. I won't try to distinguish between Nürnberg and Fürth, so I will put it in as a region Nürnberg. And then do I sort it like, yeah, no, I have a new idea. Let's put in this one, bus for buses, and then we have the buses in Bayern in the region of Nürnberg. And then we can go over to the lines. No, before I go to tags. Region Nürnberg. No, I don't need an extra tag for the night lines. That may be a bit too much in that case. And then we go in here, we go to tags. We of course want Germany, region of Nuremberg. Same here. And then I can put this one in by group by tags. And then you can see it here. I think I don't need the Germany marker. Like that. You have numbers or a letter. That should be the distinction and sorting. So all the night lines should be down there, or the normal lines with the numbers should be up there. Also, I am not perfect, let's say it like that. While setting up the tags and just looking from here into it and then going a bit AFK to think this happened. Yeah, I'm far from being... okay, I would say I'm decent at playing Nimby Rails, but yeah, I forgot one very important thing, and that is when we go to schedule and I end the run like this. So not continue into the next order, but just set it up like that. It doesn't delete the train or the bus. So it's sitting here. It's attempting dispatches all the time, but it is sitting on the station. And that is a huge problem. And I need to fix that. But I don't think that I can have a very fast fix for it. So we will do something, I don't want to say not that realistic, but it has to be done. It has to be done. What I mean with it has to be done is we will set up a makeshift depot. So one that will only exist until the main depot has been built. For that I would like to have at least a bit of space. Yeah, that doesn't look promising. So I want to have a very short one here. And remove this. Set it up like that once again on the other side. This one can be as long as I want it to be. Also setting it up very short. Then I set up a curve like this. This one can be 10 meters. That's good because that way we get towards the 20 meters of, I think, the length that I need. And then over here I just do like that. Like that. I mean, this is like parking space in real life, at least I think right now. Could also be, I think taxis and stuff like that are down there. It could be like something like Kiss and Drive or Kiss and Ride, where people can say goodbye to their loved ones when they're going onto a train journey. And then, yeah. I will put a switch in here. Then I, of course, want to set these both up like this. And I put a decorational one in here. And we also need a switch in there. And then these two will be a new station. Opening it in the station. Manager, it will be the depot on time. Because that's what it is. We'll get a name only, no platform capacity, no transform overflow. We don't need any walking links. Stop selection signal. That's, I think, what I will need down the line. Then I will put in signals here. Then toggle them. They're on the right. Wait, newly placed signals, I think, are in the middle. So I want them on the right at any time. Then we have one here, but I will do that later. Okay, so let's put in the switch first. I do just an ugly one like that. And same on the other side, just a fast and ugly one. now I need to find out where the normal road is. I hope it's here. That wasn't the right one, so let's do it like this. Should be this one. Where's the connection? Oh. Anyway, did I change something in the map setting? Oh, because it's marked as a bridge and open street map. Okay. There is nothing I could do about that. Then I of course want to build it. Then I want to have a switch here. I want to have a signal there and then put it onto the side. And then we will go in. I will clone nightline number 3 for this. So just that I have it in reach before. Oh my god, that's so many stops. Okay, I underestimated that. Depot on time, make it a depot, make it 0, 0. And then we go into basic mode like that. Then we also of course need still too close? No. One-way signals in here. Why are you too close? Yeah, just keep them in like that. Should work. And then we go in here, make it technical maneuvers. Showing on the map disabled, so that when I go into the line overlay it doesn't show. And then we have the depot on time. I will mark it gray. In color we will go to the schedule in here, and now I have to rework every one of them. But that's not a problem. We will make insert 0, 1 in the morning. We have a very magic tool that is called arrive no later than. And then we go in here. We want to continue into the next order. We do it like that. Then we go in there, edit it, and continue into the next order as well. And then we have one that doesn't. That one continue to the next order. It should work now. But we of course then also have to do it at run number 2. Let me copy this one. Wait, I have to go in here, go onto that one, copy it, and then paste it in here. We also want to paste it in here, and we of course also want to paste it in here. And then I go through all of them. So let's start at number 4. That's very easy. Continue to next order. Then we go to number 3. That's also super easy. Continue to next order. One click. Done. And then run number 2 is a bit more difficult. We need that one. We need that one. And then we don't need anything else. And I do this. Now it says attempting dispatch. And then at the same time we go in here. Yeah, black hole. Do I need to do a train intervention here? Yes, I do. Two of them will respawn because they're still running their evening schedule, and one of them, or maybe even 3 of them. No. 2 of them are then running in the evening, and 2 of them are in the makeshift depot. Oh, what a horrible mistake by my side. Yeah, station end back on, depot on time. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Yeah, the main depot, I have already found it, and I may also mark it, because I nearly already forgot where it is. There it is. Let me create a new text here. I want it at 0, and then we call it, I think it's VAG, the local provider of the buses. And then we'll make it a depot, like that. And then I have a friendly reminder that the depot is down there. Yeah, what a mistake. Rookie mistake, I could say. The video is already getting way too long again. You can tell me about that in the comments, how long you prefer the videos. I have already done the schedule 44. I wanted to do at least something together with you. Not today. I don't want to make this even longer. I think I am not ready for a 40 or 50 minute video. Line number 44 has its schedule already. I set up 6 different schedules. The line itself is 1 hour in length. So you can see it here, 58 minutes 46 is when I leave the last place, the last stop for Nürnberg main station. That means we have 6 schedules for 1 bus every 10 minutes during the peak times. During the non-peak times, we have from Monday to Friday 1 bus every 20 minutes. So you can see it here. Then here you can see the weekend is only in the makeshift depot, the depot on time, because run number 1 has its weekend shift. I forgot what I wanted to say. Run number 3 also, but this one is offset by 10 minutes. You can see it here, 6:10 and 6:20. That makes 2 buses per hour during the weekend. And then we of course add 3 buses an hour during the week. And then we have line 2, run 2, the boost. Then 4 again the boost and 6 again the boost. They are all offset to have 1 bus every 10 minutes. That means that we need to get 6 new buses, and for that of course I will just go in here. I will copy out the name that I always use. We will set it up for schedule 44. We need 6 new ones. I can already name them with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And then over here I want to have a flat listing. In the trains and the lines I want to see the text, and the trains in quotation mark sections we only have buses. I don't. So let's go in, insert the list. This one will go to 1, this one will go over to 2, this one will go over to 3, this one will go over to 4. Of course line number 4 they will all spawn directly because they are not running. The other ones are not spawning because the line is closed. Let's put it into passenger service, copy the color, paste the color, 0.25 per kilometer, and base works. And with that we have another addition to the network. And to keep things up the pace, I have also decided to add N3, so the night line 3. I will put it into passenger service. I will copy the color. I will paste the color. This one is a bit of a special one. When we go into schedules, you see there is no night line 3, and that has a reason, because when we go into line number 43, the one that is anyway very, very close to the line N3, I have decided to take one of the buses down here. You can see it run 3 in these curvy thingies. I don't know how to pronounce in English. Boost and then plus N3. This is the schedule now. You can compare it here with run number 4. That's the schedule that was created in the first episode. This one has a lot of depot time, and then here you can see we also have that depot time, but only relatively short. This short depot time makes it a bit weird. So what I already thought was to move the boost a little bit further back. Now let me check the other line where I have started the boost there. Yeah, also at 6 in the morning. Yeah, that one goes 6:40 in the morning. This one 6:35 in the morning, 6:15 in the morning. Maybe it would be intelligent to move it in here. Yeah, let's do that very fast. First of all, we have this one down there. Yeah, okay, that works. That looks good. Then what I want to do is I want to copy this. I want to paste it in. And then we go in here, and I want to have this and this. Copy. And we delete all of it. Then we go in here and paste it. And that looks better. That gap looks way, way better. So in this case, let's mark it here, plus N3. And then we go in here and take this marker away once again. so that we don't have the super close gap, because remember, later down the line, I also have to remember it, they will always go from the main station all the way to the VHG depot. I could park them close towards it when I have just a little bit of wait time, but I want to send them to the depot otherwise. But yeah, that's basically it so far. Let me check this one out. Yeah, loop, they're all displayed on the map. And then when we go in here into the timetable, you can see where are they passing by. They're not supposed to pass by. Anyway, I don't want to display passing by trains. Here you can see the schedule. The last... Oh, we started here and in the evening. No, we started in the early morning. At 4:55, the last buses arrive. In this case on Bravo, so up here on the stop. Oh, that's maybe why they are passing by. Because they then have to drive around to weird... Yeah. Anyway. At 5 they arrive and they end their night shift. At 5:08 and 4:53 in the morning the lines start service. And then they run all day long, one in 10 minutes, or basically the entire day. On the other here in the middle you can see the gap where it thins out a little bit. But that's the schedule so far, and when I zoom out, we now have buses far further south than in the first episode. So we are growing. We are now having 3 lines in total, 2 daytime lines, 1 nighttime line. And we basically have created all the lines that are starting from Nürnberg main station. So it's time to search for a new hub that we can start working on. I'm aiming a bit at maybe Langwasser Süd. So the endpoint here, sorry, Langwasser Mitte, that endpoint, because it's very interesting in a network. I would think about that. And then I could also put in the very first metro line, just to make sure that Langwasser Mitte is an actual hub and connected to the main station. But yeah, at least at the current stage of the game, the main station is actually not a real main station, because there's not too many lines right now. But that will change in the future. And until then, thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video. Have a beautiful week and bye bye.